All right, so these loading screens suck, but here we are. We got the game up. I'm out here at Ball and Pail, popular Highest Point spot, here with the legendary Tony.
What's happening, y'all? What's happening?
A lot of y'all in this area know him, out here playing these mobile games. Tony's a beast at not only Pokemon Go, but evidently the Harry Potter. So I'm late to this joint. This is what we were kind of talking about here. What he's going to do is show me a little bit more about the game. I told you I'd come back with another video. I'm still doing the Pokemon Go. But here we go. So what's going on here, Tony? Tony's already at what level are you, Tony?
Right now, level 25.
Level 25, and the game just dropped, what, maybe a couple weeks ago, if not just a week ago? So what we got is a lot of stuff on this screen here. I still got the SOS thing. I don't know if that's what he's got. He's probably upgraded to some other kind of level since then, but here we go. If anything, this game has taught me that I'm really bad at tracing. But the tracing is somewhat fun, you know? In the other game by Niantic, Pokemon Go, you're doing the same thing repetitively, you know, curve throw, excellent throw, you're doing that. Right. This they at least surprise you with it, so I do appreciate that. Now these dudes some of them are breaking out of the spells. That's like equivalent of breaking out of the Pokeballs. So that's what's happening here. So
yeah, I got a lot of problem with especially the higher level ones, man. They'll resist the magic in one shot and then just break free and disappear. It's heartbreaking, man. It's heartbreaking sometimes. But we're actually at a really good spot over here at the High Point Museum, and it's right now we're sitting on a total of 6 green roof inns. And as you guys know, green roof inns, of course, have chicken dinners. Chicken dinner gives you 10, so that's the best food that you can get from an inn. And we're sitting on a total of 6, and we can reach 4 from this spot. So this is actually where we're going to start the event today. And we're going to probably throw triple dart detectors on every one of them and just get it lit and see how many spawns we can get. So I hope today's going to end up being a good day for that, at least.
Okay, so you heard it here first. So Tony has created a group out here in High Point, Harry Potter Wizards Unite High Point. Mm-hmm. So he's running that, and I'm
running that. And
so
we got almost about 60 members now. So you know the game's really picking up around here. That's for sure. We have a neighboring city, Winston, and they got about almost over 200 members now in there. So you know the game's hitting the ground running pretty good. You know, I'm glad. I mean, of course, it's not going to be. It's not hitting like Pogo did, but still, like, there's definitely a major following I can see, you know, so.
Yeah, so, I mean, you can enjoy both games. For me right now, Ball and Pail has probably got some Pokemon-related stuff going on that I'm not aware of, and I'm not about to switch phones. You kind of got to, some of us, you know, I was talking with someone else in my community. He's like, hey, I do Pokemon in the mornings and Harry Potter at night. And let's get into that. Because what I wanted to look at in this video, you saw my last one, I was out in the cemetery because I thought that would be neat to be in the cemetery for Harry Potter with, you know, the evil and the witchcraft, yada, yada. But there's a day and night system in this game.
Yeah, and actually it seems that the weather and the biomes don't have nearly the effect that the time of day honestly has in the game. Because the time of day, it seems to be like, especially with the oddities. The oddities, like you'll get centaurs. Centaurs kind of stay around all day long. And then, you know, towards the evening, the big snakes come out. What are they? The horned vipers. And when those come out, they are great to grind for XP. Great, because if you have a brain elixir on, they're 1,000 XP a piece. And so I love about 7:30, almost 7:30 on the dot. That's when they come out. and they'll stay around for about 2 hours. They'll start disappearing around 9:30. But with them, you also get the leprechauns. The leprechauns only come about 2 hours, the same time as that. Then after they disappear about 9:30, that's when the vampires will come out. Vampires will stay out most of the night, and then in the early morning, you get the what's her name, Doxies. You get those, and they start showing up around about 6, I believe, about 6 a.m. or so. So they're real early, and you'll get them from about 6 to 8 or so, and then they start disappearing. So around the clock, basically, I mean, it really just, you know, it's something to do about each different time of the day, and it kind of makes you look forward to, you know, the evening. And, you know, Pogo kind of ends off in the evening, you know, 7 o'clock, that's when Raid shut off. But then you turn on this game, and that's when all the cool stuff starts coming out. So it's kind of neat, man. I love it.
See, I told you my boy was up on his stuff. He said a whole mouthful there, and I'm just like, I don't even know what half these things are, but I'm aware that there's some like snakes and certain things that come out at certain times and what have you. So all of that's interesting to me. I know that, you know, there's some Pokemon where if you don't have a high enough badge prestige, you're going to have difficulty catching them. So this is somewhat similar if you've got HP and it's like at 115 and you're a level 4 or something like that. You're going to have a tough time there.
Oh, one more thing I did want to add to what I was talking about with the time of day. Also, the phases of the moon actually has something to do with it, because what I'm looking forward to is the next full moon, which I believe is July 16th. I'll have to confirm that for sure, but I think it's July 15th or 16th, and 2 days before and 2 days after, so it's about a total of 5 days, werewolves come out. So when the moon is full, you'll actually get werewolves, and then they will disappear all the way up until for a whole nother month till the next full moon. So it's kind of cool, you know. It gives you something else to look forward to, you know, even, you know, weeks in advance. So yeah.
So what tips, what could you recommend for somebody starting out this game to do first?
Okay, definitely be very weary about what you're going to spend your scrolls on. Scrolls are a big deal. I mean, honestly, you know, what you put your scrolls on makes a big difference. There's a few charts that I can set. Yeah, it's basically what you want to go for and kind of put it all in instead of like balancing. Like if you're an Auror, you just want to just go ahead and throw as max power as possible and upgrade your casting abilities. And then if you're a Magi Zoologist, which is more of like the tanky defender, you know, you want to go ahead and you know, up your defense as high as you can and just basically be a beast of a tank. Professor, he's kind of like in the middle, you know. He's like he's got good defense and he's also got good casting abilities, but he's kind of, you know, not a master of each one, but he's a very well-rounded one. Me personally, I am a professor. That's what I do, and you know, it's been working out.
So why'd you pick Professor over?
Well, honestly, it
like
seems to be the best one to be able to solo some of the fortresses. So I did a lot of research on it, and okay, the game had it was in the skill tree of the professor. There was a curse called the deterioration hex, and the deterioration hex, basically when you cast it upon your enemy, every time he struck you, you would it would do 10 damage to him. So every time, you know, he was hitting you, he was losing life himself. So that was the most incredible one, and it was taking away 10. But now with the latest release 2 days ago, it was yesterday, they actually lowered it down to 5 because it was so overpowered. So now it's a little more balanced, but you know, it kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. You know, but it's okay because now I'm down to the part of the skill tree where I'm going to be able to power it up again, and it's going to be really nice. So the deterioration hex, if you're going to be a professor, is absolutely a must. So
Okay.
I highly recommend, upgrading that. As far as, just if you're a new player, make sure you're doing your dailies, because you always get free energy, you get, free XP, plus you get gold. Trying to think, what other good, tips I can give you.
Well, save those. We don't want to give everything away in just this first video here.
Oh, okay, absolutely, absolutely.
So, you have weapons, wands and stuff you can upgrade, and I really like that about this. So I don't know everything yet, but that's very interesting to me. What I'm trying to do here is level up, get my level up, at least to 10. That's the goal for today. So what we're going to do is, I guess we're going to wait for some more folks to show up, and I'll get back with you when that happens. Captain Sensation.
For everybody to drop a lot of dark detectors, which if you didn't know in this game is sort of like a lure in Pokemon Go.
So that was going to be my next question, the lure. So we're going to drop some dark detectors here.
Dark detectors,
Maybe I have something like that already in here. We're going to see that in a second as soon as I can trace the letter M properly.
Yes, and dark detectors are great, especially because you can stack them. And if you stack 3 of them, it puts off a lot of rares. I stacked 3 on one yesterday, and I think I ended up getting about 7 rares out of it off of just one. So, I mean, it was incredible. It was like, it had a yellow beam on one, which is about a medium strength, and then another yellow beam, then an orange beam showed up. So, I mean, it was definitely a lot of rares. So, it was worth it to put the 3 on. Definitely.
Terrible at this.
Yeah.
Spell incomplete. Spell incomplete. But I was getting fairs and stuff earlier. I thought the M. Okay, there we go. I was probably just using the wrong finger. Arresto momentum. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.